Hey Aquarius, it's Natalie. I am here to do your full moon for March 20th tarot card reading and to kind of just get some more insight into this week of March 18th and just see kind of what you've got going on with the full moon on Wednesday, March 20th, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And then it's, part instructional in case you guys want to do this on your own at home. So what I do, I knock on my cards and just shake loose any of the residual energy of the previous reading. And then I go ahead and I get started and I meditate and I really think and visualize the question that I'm really wondering and trying to channel through. I really open myself up to the answer. And in this case, it's Aquarius. This full moon in Libra. How is this going to affect Aquarius this week? In the middle of the week, it's going to be on both ends. And what messages do I have to give to these Aquarians that are watching this video right now? Okay, so I shuffle and I know that I'm done when either I feel it inside that I'm done, or one of the cards just pop out. So whichever one kind of comes first is how I know that I'm done. Okay, then I go ahead and cut my deck. And we're doing the Celtic cross spread, which is a 10-card spread, and it goes as follows. Cover and cross and up and down, side to side, and then cards 7 through 10. And then the very bottom of the deck, we have our significator or another clue, a clarifier to give more context to our reading. Okay, Aquarians, let's see what we've got going on for you. So, this right here, this little cover and cross, I pulled the King of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So what that tells me is that normally I would interpret this King of Swords as you, Aquarius, but because it's crossed by this card, I'm thinking that there may be some man giving you some grief, some authority figure. I love Aquarians. I really, really do. And because we both have like this problem with authority figures, it's kind of funny. So I can see how there might be still some authority figure giving you some grief or some sleepless nights or some anxiety and worry. Or maybe it's just, it is you. Maybe you are the King of Swords and you are, master of your ship and you're trying to govern your own life, but you're just really stressed out and you've got some anxieties and worries and something. Maybe this is just like the regular stress of a king, what is it? Heavy lays the crown on the head, whatever. So this could just be, everything that comes with being a powerful figure and wielding your own life. There could just be the regular stresses of being, large and in charge. So let's take a look and see what we can glean from this. The card at the very bottom is how you got into the situation and the foundation of the reading. And remember, this is all read in context of the full moon this week. So coming into the week, you're doing really, really well, Aquarius, in terms of feeling like you are in a position of prosperity and growth and expansion, and you're taking care of yourself and everything you touch maybe turns to gold, or you're just self-satisfied, you have good things going for you. That shield has the emblem of Venus on it, so there's maybe some really nice feminine energy around you or in you, not really necessarily male, female, I don't really think that way, so it's just that energy, that sweet, loving, devoted, caring, fertile energy around you. So that's a really nice place to come from. Okay, so this card right here, Aquarius, is an influence that's fading away and something that you can kind of still be feeling right now. Who's inspiring nostalgia in you? There's someone from your past that that you've met, or a new person that you feel a karmic connection with that is very familiar to you, that makes you feel nostalgic, that makes you feel this childlike wonder again, someone that makes you feel like it's safe to let your guard down, and just someone that's just really sweet and kind and stimulates these really nice feelings in you. which is kind of interesting, being that you're like this cold-hearted king of swords. Not like you're cold-hearted, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Okay, so this card right here, if this is an influence recently fading away, this is an influence that's coming up, you know, and part of this full moon this week. So we've got a Page of Cups. We have an offer of friendship. We have a relationship, an offer of a romantic relationship or involvement, or a message, perhaps a romantic message, or a friendly message, or just friendly communication, just good-heartedness. So it doesn't need to be romantic, it doesn't need to be with business, it doesn't need to be anything other than just something sincere and youthful. So that's something. And the full moon is a time of things coming to light, secrets being revealed, and just so there could be lots of messages that alter the course of events that might be coming up at the full moon. Where am I? Okay, so this card right here, Aquarius, is the future environment. The future. So this is like the foundation, and this is the future milieu, the future environment. At and after the full moon, Aquarius, you are going to be doing the juggle dance. You are going to have a lot to juggle, a lot on your plate. But that's cool. I mean, Aquarians love to just sort of have all that going on, so I don't think that's going to be a problem for you. That's cool. Okay, so this card right here, Aquarius, is the role that you are currently playing. Who you are right now, where you are right now. This is your current role. And this goes really well with this guy, or the Empress, this girl rather, because you are victorious. You are doing great. You are riding high. You have recently won something great for yourself. You have recently overcome something. You have recently experienced a victory. You are definitely this king of... It's so interesting how this, like, maybe these are people. Maybe this is like a man and woman in your life. But you are definitely feeling the effects of success, and it's good. It's good success, okay? And maybe this is just like the natural, stresses that kind of come with success, because now you have something to manage. Now you have more on your plate. So it's good. Success is great, but it can also make us really overtired and really overworked. So maybe that's just what this is in the future. But right now you're riding high and you're on your little horse. So cool. This card in this position, Aquarius, is how other people see you. And how other people see you is taking on a lot of burdens, maybe taking on too many burdens, maybe taking on too much at once, maybe taking on just a hell of a lot of stuff right now. And that's really coming across very strongly. So even though you're victorious, even though you're the King of Swords, I can see this. People are seeing this get to you. People are seeing the effect of you being this really powerful ruler of your life, and the sleepless nights that come with working really hard and managing your empire and your life and your little businesses and your work and your family and all that. They see it taking its toll on you. So it's pretty visible to anyone, to those that are close to you or those that you work with, your family or friends. They can kind of see it. They see the dark circles that this card is bringing up on you, and they see you just taking on a lot. But I mean, I think that's a really susceptible, I think kings and people with that king energy are really susceptible to this. That is very, very typical of that kind of, that rulership sort of energy. Okay. So this is your hope or your fear, Aquarius, this card right here. And this week, your hope or your fear is definitely absolute defeat or absolute victory. And if it's a startling defeat, complete embarrassment, and if it's a complete victory, that other people will be very jealous, and like the repercussions of victory, because he won this fight, but look how petty and jealous and whiny the other people look in this picture. But I mean either way, this is like the winner card. You definitely win the fight. So I think your fear is that you win the fight, but that you lose a few friends. You lose a little bit of goodwill in the process of winning, and you're like, ooh, God, I want to win, but ooh, maybe I'm not gonna look flattering if I win, or maybe it's a win but it's a hollow win, or maybe it's a win at someone else's expense, or maybe Or maybe it's, I mean, Mercury's retrograde right now, so this full moon might bring to light something that maybe you go in for the win. You go in for the win like this King of Swords, but in winning, you just did something that you didn't even know was kind of unfortunate for someone else, and you're kind of upset about it. You're like, oh man, I didn't know I was going to hurt so and so. That maybe that's a little bit of this anxiety and this fear in this card, Aquarius. Okay, this last card is your outcome card. This is what you get. This is the outcome of this whole full moon instance. And this is hilarious, Aquarius, because you are the Seven of Swords, and this is like the getting away with it energy. This is like you get away with something. You can see that he looks super sneaky and like, ooh, I got away with something. And I mean, I love Aquarians. I've had, you know, one of my favorite best friends I've ever had was an Aquarius, and she just, I just love her I still love her to pieces, but she just, she was just like really this card a lot. And, but it's so sweet and almost naive and just really childlike. And honestly, because you have the King of Swords here, I'm going to say that it's not you getting away with anything. I don't think it's you getting away with winning at someone else's expense. I think this is more of you being strategic and using your street smart, because this can also be street smarts, okay? And I think that's what it is. I think you're just, in the end, in this week, this full moon, you're using your street smarts, you're using your logic, you're using your mental capabilities, and I don't think you're one of the lower Aquarians that are being really immature about things. I think this reading is definitely channeling the energy for the higher evolved Aquarians that really want to grow and develop and make things better for themselves, because I see that happening here. I see you, you know, going with the stresses of doing that what it takes and juggling a lot because of it, because you want what you want, and you want to earn what you've got and what you're going to get, and to do, you know, it just takes a lot of work, and you're mature enough and you're willing to do it. Okay. And this bottom of the deck card, Aquarius, oh my goodness gracious, look at this beautiful coin card, the Nine of Coins. I mean, she's very wealthy in her element. She's so wealthy, Aquarius. You're so wealthy. She's got this beautiful robe that she can afford to take up the hobby of falconry. How gorgeous. I love that she got her little falconry glove, and her, you know, these robes are not like, look at this dude. He's got a boring orange tunic and red stripes, and she has like a wonderful lit pattern of like really great. I mean, it's gorgeous. So you're okay. You've got this good energy around you. You are planting your seeds. You're harvesting what you've planted. You're reaping what you sow, and it's working out. Okay, and you're doing it all with your mental sharpness, your mental acuity, to manifest the success for yourself. So in the end, in this week, things might come to light at this full moon this week. You might get this message. You might send a message. You know, relationships are offered, or, you know, partnership, whatever. And you're going to be relying on what you always rely on, which is your own common sense and your own strategy and your own mental acuity. And I don't even see any horrible opposition. You know, people are seeing you as working super hard. I think this is just your fear. I think you fear that people are going to think that you're getting away with something. I think you're going to fear that people think that you're, I don't know, whatever this, the lower energy of this card, I think that's just an irrational fear of yours, Aquarius. I think you're fine. You just don't think what Aquarians, I don't care what other people think. You know, that's not you. You do what you do because you're unconventional and you're original. That's why I love you. That's why you guys are great. So keep that energy up. And the sleepless nights that are ahead, it's probably just overstress because you're just working on, you know, marshaling your energies and using your energies wisely. So that's really all that I see for this full moon. So congrats to you, Aquarius, because this is all looking really great. All right. If this comes to you at the full moon, let me know how it goes. Okay. Take care now. Bye.